Side President Brandon Lewis newly organized a learning meeting for MPs on installation of an expense and creation efficient substance. As more than MPs mark up to use it, we accompanied as lot as we could discover to see which it could speak us on how they are connected in voters. But Instagram seems, at low for currently, to correspond to a various design. End of Instagram position by John Lamont 1 to get one position at accidental. The prudent MP John Lamont newly located a image of oneself learning for a marathon runner, that on Instagram has garnered 64 likes and courteous questions on that mercy he is fundraiser to. The tool how thou'll see photos of Labour's Andrew Gwynn's efforts for Dried January, or new Secretary Motor show Davies confessor to overlapping her shoes to her institutional portfolio. End of Instagram position by Gwynamp. End of Instagram position by Mims Daviesm. End of Instagram position by Labour _Tom of year. How lot MPs are producing us see their actual personalities and how lot they use the plate to grow a special picture is up for discussion. But the is a stress known to nobody who uses Instagram, not fair MPs. Though MPs do stake photos of the verdant benches and gilt turrets of Westminster, they tend to position far more than of their constituencies. End of Instagram position by Matt Western _ a shooting of a travel danger in Leamington Spa may not audio completely exciting, time all the pictures of MPs keeping side leaflets near electoral district activists can get a slight repeated. End of Instagram position by Rebecca Potonton. But he's a way of MPs show voters which they're up to at a regional standard time. The print may be more than concentrated on their attitude to domestic issues. Thou surely at an benefit, Instagram wise, if you occur to present a scenic electoral district. Fair roll via the time scale of any MP for a chair that is on the shore, or in the hilly rural area. End of Instagram position by Angus MacNeil. End of Instagram position by Robert Jenrick. You can see the likes flooding in no policy communication or political figure in view. For as length as public print has existed, animals include been the celebrity of the Shah, if he's quarrelsome cats or nice dogs. End of Instagram position by End of Instagram position by and natural on Instagram. The pets MPs own or face be portion of their private mark. He's portion of how users build the experience of their way of life, frequently very stylized and aspirational. Several MPs include completely engulfed the. End of Instagram position by Emilit Hornberry. End of Instagram position by David Warburton. But for MPs, meal photos are lot more than rather than fair appealing pictures. Regional delicious or pie turnover can be else way to finely distress their affection to the electoral district and special causes. Time Instagram provides a convenient instrument for MPs hoping to this their humane party. It doesn't ever job out how path. The timelines of lot MPs, especially Conservative Party, are cluttered in stockpile graphics stipulated by side staff. End of Instagram position by Pauline _Latham _MP. The may see odd if you pursue lot of MPs, but is perhaps a reasonable item for political community in lively schedules, who may requirement weakening in a public print plate they are not yet sure on. As so as substance stipulated immediately by the parties, MPs as well crew up more than unofficially. We spotty these two posts, by prudent MPs Motor Show Davies and Sir Peter Bottomley. That's really such. Down there's anything incorrect in the of year, MPs, particularly of the identical side, include ever collaborated and share asset. Same such concept of dividing and member of Parliament's plan on Instagram stories has been share as an effective way of compliance tripartite constituents aware of which their member gets up to in Westminster, told Spindon Webster. Instagram announced in September how it had 800 meter monthly average busy users, up of 700 meter millionth in April, manufacturing it one of the fastest growing public print platforms. End of Instagram position by Victoria _Prentice. As prudent MP Victoria Prentice puts it, he's a fast and easy way of charming in a various demographics of component. You might not connect Instagram in Mr. Robmog's mark of ancient fashioned conservative. End of Instagram position by Jacob_Rees_Mog, but he has controlled to construct a big Instagram via a conjunction of shots of the campaigning path, bizarre pictures of his big household, and some unaccustomed photos. Love his meet in I'm a Celeb. Victor Georgina to follow. Maybe Westminster's following Instagram superstardom is out down there sometime, calmly cultivating a fan base via pie turnover and cats.